everybody. So this week I am taking an adventure back to my home state of Indiana to have a special MRI done. It's called a stand-up MRI, where they're going to have a look at my cranial anatomy to confirm what the doctor thinks is a diagnosis that I am dealing with as far as why there's so much neck pain. On a positive note, the neck pain is not super bad right now. I have really been trying to relax a little bit in the sense of like manage my own internal stress response, but also do some massage therapy and not stand at my desk and sit so long, and that seems to be helping. But basically, so this week you're gonna get to go with me traveling, and here's the thing about my particular injuries and my particular chronic conditions. They're degenerative. So right now I know I have arthritis in my neck, and that's not fun when you're picking up luggage. Okay, here's a note for everyone. If you know that your insurance is gonna change, like mine changed because of a new job, and you have an appointment, so you have insurance, you set an appointment for when your new insurance is gonna hit, go ahead as soon as you get your ID card and call them to make sure in case they get a prior authorization. So I just got access to the online for my new insurance because it starts today, November 1st. Well, they confirmed my appointment for Thursday, and they're like, there's a chance it might not be approved because it might have to have a 7 to 10 day authorization. And I'm like, I'm coming to that appointment, but I have to give them the information and whatnot. So I really hope that the 2 appointments I've been waiting weeks for do not both get canceled, because one just up and canceled me because they decided something else was going on, and then this one has to do with insurance because now I have insurance. It's very frustrating. I think it best to just continue to go. It hasn't been canceled, so I'm gonna fly because I've paid for my Airbnb, I've got the car rental ready, I got the flights. I've already changed the flight once. I still think it's still valuable enough though to go see the doctors that I know. So this is just an issue if you moved or recently moved or whatever. It's just something to consider. So let's take a look at all the color, just a color break. This is my my new home. I've been remodeling it, and it makes me happy. I always have books, places, but all the pillows work with the artwork. This is by the artist Kevin West, Indianapolis artist, and it's coming together. So this makes me happy. We got to do the things that make you happy. Okay, we're gonna take a little break for mental health purposes. So let's check out my hometown. First time I said that. It's my new town, 6 months here, Cape Coral. And of course, it was pretty much the epicenter, along with Fort Myers, of Hurricane Ian, and the eye passed right a few miles outside of my house. So Cape Coral ended up there's lots of stuff you'll see. It's still recovering, and it's gonna be some time. But let's go. Very exciting errand of making a bank run. That's what we're doing. And maybe stopping to get some sort of, I don't know, something. ATM says it's green, but it's not green. I'm annoyed today, very annoyed. I'm gonna sit in the sun for a second. The ATM was broken. He had just called a technician, so I finally got what I needed at the bank. And now I'm gonna stop at the grocery. And here's what I've noticed. So my stress level's higher because there's things I can't control. I've tried my best, and things out of my control, or things that I tried to do the best I could, yeah, just out of my control. I mean, I try to do the right thing, and yet I can't help it, and that's very frustrating. So what happens is my blood pressure rises, like everyone when we feel stress, and because I already have high pressure in my skull, and it increases at the base of my neck, so now my pain is higher. Also, CVS hasn't called me for my headache medicine yet, even though the doctor said they approved it with my old insurance, which was yesterday, today's new insurance. So we'll see if there's an issue with that last day thing. So again, I tried multiple times before the date to call and make sure that my doctor got the information in, and I tried it to do the right thing, and yet somebody didn't get her the information, whatever. I'm just very disheartened at the moment because it's not just pain, it's time and it's resources and money and energy and planning and expectations, and I just want to feel better. So it's hard with chronic pain and chronic illness, and sometimes you just get tired. Okay, I'm gonna get some sustenance. I am enjoying this beautiful sun, and that's pretty much mindfulness. That's what that means. I'll send you a picture here. Take a look at it. Yes, I'm sitting in my own driveway. I'm just sitting in my car. We all have our limits. And I keep trying to think to myself, take the advice that you teach your students, that when you work with your coaching clients, you just made it through a hurricane, there's a lot of stuff going on, but that doesn't mean it's not difficult, and it doesn't mean you won't feel cruddy. I had my first mental health therapy session, mental health counseling, aka cognitive behavioral therapy, since the hurricane yesterday, and so you do what you gotta do, right? The point is to practice self-kindness. So I'm gonna take this 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and listen to a Taylor Swift song that makes me feel better, and I'm gonna start over. And hopefully, I will get the test done Thursday that I need to get done so I can get things moving. And it's one thing at a time. Sometimes it's backwards. Sometimes it's crying in your car at 4 p.m. when you had to take a break to go to the bank. I'm still in my car. Balancing, right? Live balancing. Live is balancing. You may have seen my little unicorn. I have been called a sparkling unicorn by more than one person randomly, and these people don't know each other. And so I have happily adopted the sparkling unicorn as my spirit animal. So here he is, buddy. Isn't he cute? Travel day, and as usual, I am not packed. My flight leaves in 3 hours, 3 hours. I really need a workout, not the one I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get one, but not the one I want. That's okay. I haven't heard from the doctor, so I'm assuming the MRI is going forward tomorrow as planned, and I'm gonna show up and it's gonna happen. Every time. I didn't expect some phone calls this morning, some information. It's just, so we're just gonna have an adventure here, and we'll get to the airport and pack light. In case anyone wants to know, not that they didn't, if you've been watching my stories in basically the last couple of years, I am not a patient person. This makes it difficult to relax, but it also means I pay attention to details. Driving in Florida, nobody gives 2 cents about anything. It's just whatever they want. So you're trying to get somewhere, speed limit's 55, they're going 35, they're just having a nice day, the windows are open, hanging out in the middle of the lane. I cannot stand braking in the middle of a lane for no reason. It's dangerous. Okay, that's my diatribe for the moment. Flight leaves in an hour, almost 2 hours. Woohoo! Security off to the gate. My next little soul's lifting already.
It's very close.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because so.
My favorite Cashmere scarf. Okay. It is 8 o'clock. Back home again in Indiana. It's time to get a rental, sleep, and then go to the doctor tomorrow. Okay, we're going over there. Ta-da! Does this make anybody nervous? Okay, we have a rental car. That is, the young man said, I asked them to give you a mid-size because you're tall as hell. I'm 6 foot tall. We have a mid-size. My head doesn't quite hit, so this should be fun. Hey. Back home again in Indiana.